Good afternoon, peeps. Fuzzfinger here with some more live streaming for you. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the stream. And I'm probably just going for an hour or so this afternoon before having to go in and cook dinner for the family. But they're out swimming at the moment, so I thought I'd use this opportunity to get some stuff done. And we've made our way already over to the Ogre Yenza Sansi. And at some point, I believe Vossler's going to be joining us once more. Oh, that's no problem, Daniel. No, it was a good one earlier. Bit of fun. Nothing too controversial, though, it's got to be said. How's work, by the way?
So, where exactly is Raithwall's tomb?
Far to the west. We must first cross the Ogre Yensa, and beyond that, the Nam Yensa, before we reach the tomb. An expanse of desert larger still than all of Dalmasca. We must pace ourselves. If you grow tired, we stop and take rest.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm tougher than I look.
You are at that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Vossler does join us quite soon, although it hasn't happened just yet. So we'll start making our way around the platforms here. And I do actually enjoy this part of the game. A lot of people don't, because there is a lot of trekking to do as you make your way over to the Tomb of Raithwall. But I actually enjoy it because it gives an opportunity to get some items and to start levelling up the characters, which we haven't really had a massive chance to do up until this point. So Libra is probably a good thing to equip around the Sansi, quite frankly, but I'll sort that out a little bit later. Oh, very good, Daniel, very good. Okay, so must grab the map before continuing. And I am confused. I'm sure there's a cutscene that triggers Vossler to join the party by this point. Unless it's just a few steps this way, maybe. Oh, we'll keep moving for now then anyway. So we can get a pretty decent chain going on the tomatoes. And we got an achievement, Blood Dancer. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what that one does. Is it the next area? Yeah, my memory's probably playing up on me. Oh, it's here, isn't it? I think.
A construct to draw oil from the ground. Abandoned many years now, it seems.
Did Dalmascans build this?
No, the Rosarians. Their empire lies far to the west, ever at war with Arcadia. Heedless of the kingdoms caught in their midst. Dalmasca, Nabradia, Landis.
'Tis the small craft's fate to watch the list of the galleons and pray for light winds.
Vossler, why are you here?
Imagine my surprise when upon my return to Bogerba, I find both you and the Lady Ash have vanished. I thought you above consorting with sky pirates.
Balthier is a man worthy of our trust, and it was the Lady Ash's decision. I am content to lend my arm. As I could not when Rassler died, when her throne was taken. Never again. I will defend her this time.
You walk the Knight's path. The Lady Ash?
We should leave this place.
Let me guess. Sandstorm?
Something far worse.
I see. So the Dawn Shard does lie in King Raithwall's tomb. The Marquis sympathizes.
Oh yeah, that's right, Daniel. I did hear the Super Bowl was on last night. But here in the UK, there's not really a big fuss made about it, to be honest with you, so I don't know if it was broadcast anywhere. It probably was, but I didn't see it, no.
Territory, and they are unfond of visitors.
From what I remember, the New England Patriots were on one side, weren't they? But that's pretty much all I know about the Super Bowl, unfortunately.
Looks like we've attracted the wrong sort of attention. Let's quit this place while we still can. Move!
Vossler, have you found the means to restore Dalmasca?
First, we must claim the Dawn Shard. It all begins with that.
Right then, onwards and upwards, as they say now. So there's a piece of loot here that I think is one-time spawn. Did we get it already? It's actually in the previous area. I'm going to go back and see if we missed it or not. I can't remember. Welcome to those just joining us on the stream. We've only just begun, actually, for today. Or for this session, rather. So we're just making our way through possibly what is the longest trek, single trek in the game, where you head from Rabanasta to the Tomb of Raithwall for the first time. We must have got that chest. Oh, it's... Oh, no, it's sleep. That's the problem. I think I've already looted sleep from the trial mode. I think it's on stage 3 or 4. Lucas, it's not possible, unfortunately. I've got a video that I've made and uploaded, and it should be going live in I think about in an hour or so. It's scheduled, which explains what the problem is on the PC version in trying to get Sight and Grat and manipulate the RNG, and my thoughts on whether or not I think it will be possible to do in the future. But right now, no, to answer your question, it's not possible. I do from time to time, Daniel. I generally watch the international competitions like the World Cup. So we need to get a couple of treasures around here. Thank you, Simon Trumpet. That's very kind of you to point that out. That is actually, the golden amulet is just up north from here. And it's a pretty good item to get. It's only a one-time item, unfortunately, for the time being. I need to sort Libra out, actually. Has somebody got a bangle they can wear? Since we will be getting traps thrown our way. I'll just leave it for now. And this way for the golden amulet. In fact, we should be able to wake Bash up. And I think I'll set up a gambit here just to heal sleep off people when need be. And also, has Vossler got any exciting gambits? I don't think he has at the moment, or will have, in fact. He's got Wither and Expose, which is really interesting because they are very powerful abilities, but they're not really useful at this stage in the game. And we'll just put one on to Balthier as well, just to be on the safe side. So we should start getting some nice experience as well as we race through this area. It's very true, Lucas. I don't know how people discover these things, I've got to be honest with you. I have no earthly idea. Maybe if you've got the technical know-how, it's quite simple, but to me, I just wouldn't have a clue. Hello, Lana. Welcome. Great to see you here again. There's the golden amulet. Thanks again, Simon Trumpet, just for reminding me about that. I guess we could go ahead and equip it immediately on somebody. I don't suppose it matters too much who. We need accessories 6 for this one. Alright, that's better. Let's just throw that onto Varn for now. Since he seems to be slacking a little bit in terms of the license point amount that he has compared to the other characters. It's interesting actually that Square have included the option to get maximum license points because of all the ways to cheat in effect. License points is not something you really need to concern yourself too much with. I mean, they're important, don't get me wrong, they're very important, but they're also so easily obtained anyway. Especially, you know, a couple of rounds through trial mode, and you will just be absolutely blitzing your way through the license boards. But hey, it's a feature they've included, so I'm sure people will be making use of it. And just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll just show you briefly. On the PC version of the game, under parameter settings, you can maximise your license points or your gil with a single click of a button. Although you should be careful doing so because once you've saved your game, there's no going back. Although interestingly, it doesn't disable the achievements. Hello, Brandon. Oh, I remember you telling me about that. Was you asking me if it counts when you died? Did you get it on Zodiac, if I remember? Either way, congratulations on getting that. So I'm not looking forward to doing that particular achievement once again here on the PC version of the game. Although, in all honesty, I'm not too concerned if I don't, since I've never been too fussed about Steam achievements. What's that, Lana? Is it a bit dodgy, that portrait? I don't remember it off the top of my head. I'll have to have a look at it next time I'm in the menu. Right, I've got my map in front of me here. But it's so smidgenly small, I can't actually see anything. I don't want to miss out on any of the one-time items. There's one more one-time item coming up, and that's the Reflect spell. But that's a little bit further into the Sand Sea, so we'll worry about that now, I think, actually. We'll go and make our way to it. Grabbing all the other good stuff on the way, of course. So, yeah, you can get some really nice battle chains, actually, on these guys, on these Uratans. In fact, you can, like, get over 200. I think I got over 200 battle chain on the PS4 version when I was farming. They drop teleport stones and all sorts at high levels, or at high chains. And then other stones as well, of course, which you can sell. So it is worth farming them. Any more? Yeah, round here. Right, so that little section there in the middle, that's where the reflect spell's located, and it's where we're going to be making our way over to next. That's right, Brandon, you got it on Zodiac, and we weren't sure if it was going to counter or not, was we? That's a good point, actually, Daniel. That is a good point. I did forget about that, but there is a rare spawn when you get your chain high. I'm not going to concern myself too much with that at the moment, but it is worth noting. Bash has been silent, so I don't think that matters too much, but we'll go ahead and remove it. Ah, there goes our chain. That was just me not concentrating, then reading chat. Oh, lots of traps as well, lovely. But we've got a trophy for that, apparently. Or an achievement. This is Steam, not PS4. I must get into the habit of calling them achievements. How are we doing on experience? We could do with getting some embroidered triplet things, actually, that increase our XP rates. Just have a brief detour down here for any chests. I don't really want to break the chain again. If we can help it, we'll just head back up for now. Oh, it's following us all over the place. Let's just reset the area. Or not. It's gone. It's gone, that's fine. Okay, we'll head over to the next area where the reflect magic is. Oh, we're getting these achievements left, right and centre at the moment. Oh, wait a minute, I've just got to turn my heating off. Oh, I'm absolutely roasting in here. Oh, Daniel, I've only got the... I have got the physical copy of it, but I've only got the normal edition, the standard edition. I can't remember about the Steelbook edition. I think you could get that from one or two retailers in the UK. I'm not sure why I didn't. But no, I've only got the standard version. Right, so that reflect magic is located down here. I must already have it. Did I just loot it then when I was reading chat without thinking or without seeing it? Either that or I got it from trial mode already. Either that or I've got the wrong place. Yeah, this is more of a laid back approach to the game anyway. So, if you're interested in doing the game 100% and following along with me, then you're better off checking out my PS4 walkthrough which I made. These live streams, to be honest, are more of an excuse just to sit back and chat to some of you folks. And I enjoy doing so, actually, I really do. I'm finding it a lot more fun, it's got to be said, than pre-recording my video content and uploading it, having spoken to myself for 20 minutes or whatever the case may be. Hello again, Pevitin. Welcome back. I tell you what, I've got a bit too used to the speed up mode in this game, the 2 and 4 times speed up. I don't even remember what it was like back on PS2. Going through sections of the game such as this. At normal one-time speed. It's been so long since I've done that now. But it must have felt pretty tedious, surely. I suppose so, you never had the speed-up function then, so you never missed it, did you? But now that we have been spoilt with it, it'd be hard to go back. Yes, a big welcome to those just joining us on the stream over the last few minutes. We're just levelling up, making our way through the Ogre Yenza Sansi. Having a bit of a chat on the stream, etc. Just taking it easy. What level are we now? Level 11 through to 16. So it's probably going to be worth just swapping a few characters around to keep their levels flowing nicely. Let's get rid of Bash for now, shall we? Bring Ash, Belth and Varn into the battle. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. Right, let me just see what Ash's weapons are going to be. She's the time battle mage, so she's going to be using crossbows until she gets her second job anyway. Probably need to stop by at some point and pick her up a crossbow or two. I'll just learn a couple of those ready. And we'll increase physical battle damage for the time being, since she's using the longsword. We'll just go along this route. Okay, and a couple more gambit slots. What's this one here? That's remedy law, could be useful. We'll go ahead and purchase that. I haven't got a whole lot of remedies at the moment though, unfortunately. But we will be getting them as the game progresses, of course. Okay, we've just looted that linen curious. Okay, that'll do for now. I guess we can give her one more gambit slot while we've got the LP. There we go. And she actually has Libra, which is going to come in useful as well. Right then, so Balthea, I think he's good to go because we've just been using him. Varn, he's good to go as well. Okay. And who's going to be our leader? Probably Balthea would be best. Let's just check our gambits briefly and then we'll continue on. Yeah, that's all good. Let's just throw a couple of status ailment reductions onto Varn here. Prince's Kiss. And what else have we seen around here? Slow, I think, wasn't it? Not potion. Chronos tier. There we go. Balth, yeah, that's fine. Who else are we using? Ash, isn't it? Can she cast Cure? No, she can't. Oh, yes, she can. Okay, so you can cast Cure since we're not using Fran. And Party Leader's Target. There we go. Hello, Raquel. Welcome to the stream. Congratulations on that. And in terms of the Rex file manipulation, I have actually got a video coming out on this later today, by the way, guys. So check out the YouTube channel. I think it's due to go live in about an hour and a half. It is all uploaded and ready. But to cut a long story short, no, it's not possible, unfortunately, to manipulate the RNG on the PC at the moment, until somebody finds out another way of doing so. But check out that video when it comes out and I go into all the details on it. But it seems that Square have decided to go ahead and stop that from happening, which seems strange because on the one hand I understand if they don't want players cheating, but then they have gone ahead on the other hand and included a feature to maximise your licence points and gil at the click of a button. So I'm not sure what their reasoning is there, but it seems to be somewhat inconsistent if it's because they don't want you cheating. Anyway, we're just going to continue on around here, grab the chests. I don't want to kill the tomatoes because I would like to keep my chain going. So let's just keep going round. Oh no, that's okay, we can kill you. Right, we've slowed right down now. We're going to have to rely on Vossler because we've got our low-level party members in. Greetings to those that have just come onto the stream. I can see a few of you have come on now, so it's good to have you. Another achievement. I feel like we're going to be getting them all by the end of this stream. I think that's about 5 or 6 now, isn't it, since we've logged in? Or since we've turned the game on, or whatever you want to call it. Have we got any healing gambits set up? I know that Ash has got Cure, but she doesn't seem to be, well, actually doing any healing at the moment. Okay. Apparently we have. Just need to be patient. Fortunately, we've got this high chain, so we should be able to heal up by getting those coins that are dropping. And we could just pop down into the bottom area in order to go ahead. In fact, we do need to go to the bottom area because that's where the next save crystal is. So we will go ahead and do that. All the other chests around here, just the repeatable chests. Oh, good point. Thank you, Simon Trumpet, just pointing out that Ash's gambits are off. I thought she was being pretty useless. There we go. See, that's why we do live streams. Oh, thank you, Raquel. That's very kind of you. I'm glad you like the videos. Yeah, I enjoyed making that Final Fantasy XII series on the PS4. There's like 200 videos in it or something. But it seemed to help a lot of people out, so I'm happy about that. With pre-uploading or pre-recording videos, that has its advantages because you can edit out all the crap. But you can also, you know, research each episode before you record it, making sure that you're getting the right information for people. Whereas with live streaming, you can't really do that because you're just, you know, playing live. But the thing with live streaming is it's a lot more fun getting to talk to people. So I don't know really what I prefer. But I am enjoying these streams that I've been doing the past few days. So I'm definitely planning on sticking to these for now. And since I'm only playing a game that I've already covered a walkthrough for with Final Fantasy XII, I think we can get away with it. Varn can't get away, however, with charging in like that. I'm going for a few different choices, actually, boy, in terms of jobs. I know there's some controversy out of over which is the best setup to go for, and it really doesn't matter all that much, in my opinion. You can choose many, many different job combinations and still complete all of the game's content. But from the little bit of research I've done, apparently the combinations that I'm going to be going for, which I found over at Reddit? I think it was Reddit, is apparently arguably the strongest job combinations that you can go for in the Zodiac Age. Yes, there is. That's a good point. There it is. I don't know why I wasn't using it. Thanks for pointing that out, Lana. See, once again, the live stream pulls through. Having live chat. Saves me opening the map up every 5 seconds, doesn't it? Now the question is, do I want to destroy my battle chain? And the answer is probably not at the moment. With the autosave feature, there's less of an emergency really to be saving your game every time you see a save point. Anything of interest here? Oh, we haven't got any new Kai sounds. I don't know if Confuse is going to be a problem for a while. But I do like to get a few of the items if we don't have any. So the Earthstones, since we could be getting quite a few more of them anyway. Ah, Cypress pole. I don't think anyone can use that though at the moment. Right then. So now we've moved on to the the Nam Yenza Sansi. So the second part of our journey towards the Tomb of Raithwall. And we're starting to get experience. Varn's still slacking though, isn't he? I was worried he had the Firefly amulet equipped then, but he couldn't have done because I'd sold it. So I do want to try and keep all our characters nicely levelled, if at all possible. Who was it who had the bangle? Ash. I can't remember off the top of my head if she has to be the active party leader. Well, she needs some license points anyway, so. Yes, Lana, unfortunately, it does. Oh, hang on. Varn's not party leader, is he? Don't suppose it matters too much what we give him. What is Balthier using? Just an Orikaya, okay. There we go. Oh no, he was party. Oh no, it should be Balthier, that's right. Yep, you can. And I'm just seeing whereabouts it is on the map. Okay, it's closer towards the Tomb of Raithwall than it is to our current location. I've not done that, Simon Trompet. Have you done that, have you? The one character challenge. That sounds interesting. Okay, Daniel, how did you find that setup? Ah, I don't know why I'm doing that now. I've got the map up on the screen. One thing I do need to get used to, seeing as how I'm not exactly a veteran live streamer, is playing the game while also looking at a second monitor reading chat at the same time. And there is actually a one-time chest this way, so we need to head back. Oh no, our chain's about to be broken, I think. Unless I can kind of escape in time. I think we did. Right then, is this the area? No, it's not. Oh right, okay, we can't actually access the area yet, I don't think. And we haven't got a poison gambit set up. So I was looking at a one-time treasure, but there's no easy way to get to it for the moment. Where's my antidotes? There they are. Oh, right, okay, Daniel. That's good. I think, like I said as well, you can actually use most job combinations, quite frankly. And still get away with it. Did we manage to keep our chain intact? Yes, we did. That's good. And it looks like we're safe to start killing again. Hello Adam, welcome back to the live stream. Thanks for joining us. There's an area around here where there's 3 parts of the zone that are really good for camping these enemies that build your chain up. I think it's just a little bit further out though. In fact, let me just have a look on the main map here. It might be up there. Let's go and get the experience bangle first. And there can be other enemies around here, so we just need to be a little bit careful. Mega Bomb. Mega Bomb, Mega Bomb, Mega Bomb. Is that the rare mob? Off the top of my head, I think it is, isn't it? The only thing is, attacking it now is going to kind of kill our chain. Let's just ignore it for the time being. We can get it again later quite easily, although it does spawn in random places. Adam, that's actually a good point. I will have a look at that, because I know a lot of people are interested in how to get the items on Steam, the invisible items. So if I can find out how to do it, I'm happy to make a video on it for people. Even if I don't use it myself, at least people have got the choice then if they want to go ahead and do something with it or not. Right, let's just leg it for now. I think there's an item down here. Can we get this without killing anything? Yeah, balance. We needed that, since it's a one-time spawn. I'm trying not to actually break my chain here, which is why we're struggling a little bit. Let's just go to the next area. There might be a cutscene. No, there isn't. Okay. Right. Let's bring people back to life. Vossler seems to be doing that for us, which is very kind of him, it has to be said. Greetings to everybody that's just joined us on the stream. Don't forget, guys, if you're new to the channel, please do go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. I've been live streaming quite a bit lately, and that should notify if you do that of when we do go live. And we generally have a bit of banter on chat, so it can be worth joining. So I'm just going out of my way here to get this experience thingy. Well, I've got a feeling we're going to be breaking our chain soon because there's so many different enemies around this area. And there's also a side quest I don't think we've done, involving the killing of a turtle of some kind. But again, we can do that in a little bit. There's no rush, let's just take it easy. Trying to scratch my nose then, getting attacked. Right, the enemies have gone, wonderful. There's the embroidered trippet or whatever it's called. So we can go ahead now and equip that on Varn. Well, theoretically, if we actually have the license for it. So its license is number 5. The method that doesn't work for Sight and Grat on PC is the method where you use Rex to heal. I'm not sure about the timing method, where you just go in and out of the airship in order to try and get the chest to spawn, which has a 1 in 100 chance, and then using timing to get the bow. I haven't tested that one myself because I haven't had the patience. Interesting though, I've seen a few people on Reddit say that out of sheer luck, they have managed to get the correct healing sequence on Rex to show up. But even then, the chest hasn't appeared on the airship. So whether that's just bad luck, whether they did something wrong, I'm not sure. But I am trying to keep an eye on all of the techniques that people are trying to manipulate the Sight and Grat drop chance. Or appearance chance. But whatever ways people figure out to get Sight and Grat on PC, I will make a video on it. And then it's up to you guys if you want to use it or not. It's a single player game at the end of the day. I don't want to go to the Tomb of Raithwall just yet. We're going to head back, since I need to get some more experience. I want to try and be powerful enough to defeat the first demon wall, for starters. Is Vossler going to use a Phoenix down? Yes, somebody did. Nice to see a few people coming onto the stream. Welcome to you. Good to have you all. So which is the entrance that we used to come into this place? I'm just trying to think. It was the bottom of the two, wasn't it? So I'm going to head up to the top one. For various reasons. And can anybody remember off the top of their head when it is we can start purchasing high potions? Because my potion supply is just not cutting it anymore. I keep getting text messages off EA saying someone's trying to log into my Origin account. I've changed my password so many times on that. I don't know what's going on. Right, Ash has been silenced. I need to get rid of that really because she does actually like to cast Cure. So we'll go ahead and do Ally Any. Don't forget, by the way, guys, a lot of people aren't aware of this, but when you're using status removing items in Gambit, or magics even, what was it she had? Silence, wasn't it? You only actually need to select Ally Any on all of them. You don't need to do Ally and then the status ailment. If you do Ally Any, then the AI is smart enough to only cast those items when needed. For example, you can do Ally Any Asuna, and Asuna will be cast anytime an ally has a status ailment that Asuna can be used on, or with Remedy, or whatever the case may be. So I'm sure many of you on the stream already know that. But maybe that'll just help one or two. Ah, we're getting a nice chain now then, at 97. Let's go back to Balthea since he's got a bangle. My eyes are just watering. One of the neighbours I mentioned earlier on the stream has been burning something. I have no idea what it is out in the garden. In their garden next to ours. And it's just stinging my eyes like there's no tomorrow. The screen is just like a blur at the moment. Ugh. Right then. Monster Hunter World, yeah, I am. I'm just not sure when at the moment. If people want me to, though, I'm happy to. It's getting challenging, that game. It's getting challenging, which is a good thing, of course. But I need to start looking at how to just upgrade my equipment a little bit better than I have already. I don't know, Greg. It's been so long since I played the PS2 version. And a lot has changed since that game. Right, the reason why I've just run back here is because that's going to reset all the enemies we just killed in the previous section. You have to go 2 screens away. Speaking to that Moogle, we'll kickstart a side quest, which I don't want to do just yet because it's going to break our chain. You have to kill a giant turtle. But just flee past these initial rogue tomatoes. And then we can carry on with the chain again. Just need to move away from the tomatoes though. They're still coming after us. Hopefully that's all of them. And now we've got our chain high enough, we should stay nicely buffed up with protects and heals. Oh, don't say that, Lana. Do you want me to heave? Oh, that's good, Adam. How long have you been playing that game for now? Are you still going through the main campaign? I've heard the best thing to do is to get through the main campaign before taking on all the optional side content. Although I haven't actually been doing that myself. I have been getting tempted by a few detours. XZR Train, the answer to that is no. One of the features of the PC version of the game is that the moment you've installed the game, both New Game Plus and New Game Minus are unlocked from the get-go. By the way, guys, don't forget I have dropped a link in the video description where you can purchase this game for PC cheaper than on Steam, and then you get a code to put it onto Steam. That's from Green Man Gaming, it's where I got it from. So I know that's helped some of you out already. It's just worth mentioning from time to time. Adam, the Ancient Forest, that's near the start, isn't it? Is that near the start? It's been a few days since I played Monster Hunter World, actually. I'm not an expert on that game by any stretch of the imagination, I've got to be honest. I have played Monster Hunter before, but a long, long, long time ago, many years ago, back on the Wii, the original Wii, I think, if memory serves me correct. Yeah, I think the reason why people were recommending to stick to the campaign, it had something to do with how multiplayer worked. And the way it interacted with cutscenes or something. It was bugging out for a lot of people. So I think it was more for reasons of having to get through bugs more than actual best way to play the game for fun purposes. Yeah, no probs, XZR Train. Those trial modes are very, very difficult towards the end in Final Fantasy XII. The hardest thing about Trial Stage 100 against the 5 judges is actually getting onto that stage, having killed Amiga in a good enough shape to survive the first 10 seconds. Especially because you probably got reverse and everything cast from having taken down Amiga, and that's no good for you when you first start Trial Stage 100. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Train. That crystal Great Crystal place, I think even with a video guide, it's not the best of dungeons. In fact, a lot of people in the comments, if you read the comments of that video I put up on how to get through the Great Crystal, everybody hated it. A lot of people took their frustrations out on me, despite the fact I was only trying to help people by guiding them through it. But I think the problem was I'd killed Ultima before that video, and so there was one gate that I had unlocked that people that hadn't killed Ultima didn't have unlocked, and oh boy did I have to bear the brunt of that. So go and check out those comments if you want some entertainment. At the minute I'm just spending a few minutes levelling up. I think on the PS4 I'd got to about level 18 or 19 before we head into the Tomb of Raithwall, but I also hadn't spent any license points or selected jobs. So we don't have to get to that high level because we did here on the PC. Yeah, well that's good to hear then, XZR Train. I'm glad it helped you. And I know it did help others as well, so... I understand for some people it's still a very frustrating place to go to. So I don't mind the complaining, shall we say. Oh yeah, the suicide demons. In fact, quite a lot of the enemies in that place are just there to annoy you, I think, because they're just so... Some of the mechanics they have can be really frustrating to deal with. I honestly don't think the Great Crystal is really a well-designed place because you just can't do it if you don't have a guide, an external guide to the game of some description to help you. You just cannot do it. Unless you've done it a lot already, of course, and have got used to it by that point. But it was definitely something that the designers, in my opinion, the developers, did in collusion with whoever it was that made the official strategy guide back for the PS2 so they could sell more guides. Yeah, I think a lot of people did XZR trade. I want to know, you know, who it was on the development team that sat down one day and said, oh no, let's make the most confusing dungeon and most frustrating dungeon in Final Fantasy history, and let's disable the map as well so the players have absolutely no way of knowing where in the dungeon they actually are. And let's put some of the strongest items and magics in there so that players have pretty much no chance of getting any of it unless they actually purchase the strategy guide. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing, isn't it, Adam? I think it depends on what materials you manage to get and farm. Depends on which paths you can take. But I'm still learning about that myself, in all honesty. It's a fun game though, Monster Hunter. I heard it had some bugs initially with matchmaking and multiplayer, so I haven't done a whole lot of multiplayer myself, but maybe some of that's been fixed now. Oh, is that true, is it, Adam? I guess as well it's because once it's printed, isn't it? But yeah, they should really make sure that they're putting out right information. Oh, we've got a pretty decent chain going now. How are we doing on XP? We're levelling slowly but surely. The good thing about building up a chain on these is you can get teleport stones. Although by this point in the game, I think you can get them anyway, just by purchasing them on the airships. And then later on we can purchase them at Balfenheim, but obviously we can't get there yet for a while. Oh, that's good, Greg. Do you still have the PS2 version of the game? I've actually got the PS2 game. I've just realised. But it would mean getting the PS2 out, and I can't be bothered with all that. And there's probably no point since the Zodiac Age is pretty much the superior version of the game. Unless you prefer the original license board. Oh, so you told them about the error and they actually upgraded it. Or sorry, updated it, did they, Adam? They should probably give you a share of the profits for that, for every guide that they sell. You should have held them at ransom. You should have said, there's a mistake in your guide. But I'm not telling you where it is unless you agree to share all the profits with me from any more you sell. It doesn't, XZR Train, unfortunately. Not on the PC. Just to confirm, guys, I have mentioned at the start, but I know a few other people have joined. I have got a video coming out later today. Probably in, I think it's about an hour's time it's due to go live. I recorded it yesterday. And it's going to explain the situation with Rex and the RNG healing method for getting items such as Sight and Great Trango. Long story short, it doesn't work on PC at the moment. I explained some of the reasons why that's the case in the video, and also whether it might be possible in the future. So check that out for more info when it does go live. Right, we'll just go for one more round, I think, and then we'll start making our way over to the tomb itself. In fact, while we've got Vossler, we might want to go through a few of the stages on trial mode. If we can make it to the stage 10, we can actually steal the sword. That's really powerful. I can't think what it's called, but it's one you get for getting through past Belial normally in the story. And it's a good sword early on. So there is an enemy coming up, but I think we can save before it. A boss enemy, I mean. The reason why I was just farming some experience here is you don't get experience in trial mode. But getting a few levels here does help within the Tomb of Raithwall, especially if we're going to try and take on the first demon wall. I'm not sure if we'll be able to, but we might be able to if we level up. Oh, okay, Greg. Yeah, it is worth it actually, because the Zodiac Age is like the definitive version of Final Fantasy XII now. And it is a very, very fun game. Now, the original was too, of course. But a lot of the changes to Final Fantasy XII with the Zodiac Age are well worth it. In particular, I couldn't go back to not speeding around the place now when I'm grinding, such as what I'm doing now. You know, having to do that at this speed and killing all the enemies that we've just been killing. Well, obviously it would have taken us 4 times as long to do it. So yeah, we've been spoilt now. In fact, one thing I do want to do is just speed battle speed up. This is something I always do at the start of a game. I don't know why I haven't done it. Now we're going even faster. Okay, let's start making our way over to the tomb. What level are we? What's our lowest level? Fran at level 14. In fact, Varn, Belth and Ash have all levelled up nicely. Let me just sort my party out so we can get a little bit more experience. We'll have Fran back in, Bash, and Penello. And we just need to equip some stuff. So Bash is going to be our party leader due to his high health. So he can go ahead and have Bangle. And who's lowest level? Penello. She needs accessories 5. Hello Theodoros. What's my opinion on allowing you to use items you steal on the normal game? Oh right, from trial mode. What's my opinion on having items from trial mode being allowed to be brought back into the normal game, especially because we can get many of those items a lot easier than you would otherwise be able to get them, such as ribbon, for example. You can steal it on trial mode 49, and by repeating that process you can get as many as you want, or you can get it from the normal game in ways that are far more trickier. I'm generally in favour of it, actually, Theodoros, because it gives players a little bit more choice, really, in how they want to play. You don't, because trial mode is a completely optional part of the game, it's even accessed from the title menu in a completely different way. You can avoid it altogether if you want, but if players don't want to avoid it, if they do want to make things just a little bit quicker in how they get that stuff, then I think that's probably a good thing. And I have made use of trial mode quite a bit for that purpose, and I have actually found the game, you know, just as fun by doing so. But I know that some people don't like it, and that's fine. Again, it is optional whether you want to use trial mode for that purpose. Right, Penello needs embroidered triplet thing, which is accessories 5. Tippet, embroidered tippet. XZR train. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll bear that in mind. Penello is sucking in terms of actual development so far. Let me see what her... Well, she's a white mage, so she's going to need a staff. Let me just give her some points here. Rod. It's Rod she needs as a mage. In fact, we could go to trial mode and get her some pointy hat and silken shirt. Okay, Adam, that's something I'm going to try out then. I haven't tried that yet, but I will give it a buzz. But it does mean having to run in and out of the airship, unfortunately, or that final deck of the airship, until you actually get the chest to spawn. Okay, increase magic potency since she's going to be healing. Hi guys, welcome to those just joining us on stream. We've just been making our way through the Yenza Sansi areas and farming some experience as we've been going here. Don't forget guys, if you haven't already, please do just go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've been enjoying the live streams lately. It's been great chatting to you guys, and subscribers should be notified when we go live in the future. The more we can get on these streams, the better. And actually, chat has helped me a lot today. Just reminding me where a few of the items have been located, and the fact that we can have the map overlay, something I did forget about somehow. I know what you mean, Theodorus. Yeah. Right, that'll do for now. Now let's just go for some more magic potency. And some reduced MP cost can't be too bad. And a gambit slot. Suppose I should have gone for the 21. We can go for that as well. Right, that'll do. Have we got any rods for Penello? I don't think we have, but we can probably purchase one. Since she's going to need some gear, really, if we think about it. And let's just make Bash the leader here. Oh, that's true, Pevitin, yes. Steiner as a Cockney Dale boy. Now, that'd be interesting. Right, let's just keep moving through here now. Ooh, if I can keep my chain going, I'll be happy. For a little bit. Yes, Adam, that's a good point. On the Zodiac Age, you can pick 2 classes. We've only got 1 class at the moment. Or 1 job for each character at the moment. But once we've completed the Tomb of Raithwall, we'll get the option to select another for each. With the international Zodiac system, which came out only in Japan. I don't know where I'm going, actually. Oh, this is taking us to the dungeon, is it? Which came out only in Japan. You can only select 1 job for each class. Yeah, I don't want to go here. But yeah, with the PS4 release, they did up that to 2. Get Penello resurrected in a moment or 2. She does need some XP, actually. Oh, sorry to hear that, XZR. I hope you get better soon. I've had a bit of a... I don't want to say cold. It's more of an allergic reaction. My neighbour's burning something in their garden. I don't know what it is, but it's making my eyes water. Somebody said in stream it's probably dead bodies. It smells like it could be. Not, you understand, that I'm experienced in what the smell of burning dead bodies actually is. But I'm guessing it's unpleasant, and so's this. Yeah, I think the information, Adam, is just all over the place with it at the moment. I think that's pretty much all we can expect now in terms of a battle chain actually being useful. So I'm going to stop fleeing from the other mobs. We got a chain to like 213 though, which is pretty awesome. Let's just see if there's any more of those through here, shall we? Nah, let's just leave it. I'm just going to end my chain now at this point. There's a rare mob of some kind through here, you know. Oh, whose idea was it to come and pull all these enemies? Was it mine? Yeah, I remember there's a rare mob up here. Or a hunt, or something. Nothing to concern ourselves with at the moment, but just something to bear in mind for later, really. Oh, Adam's just mentioned the hunt. No, I haven't picked it up at the moment. There is an orange teleport crystal coming up, isn't there? But it's not available for us to use until after we've completed the tomb itself. Okay. Right, what we need to do now is go and do the side quest in this place. So this will be a good opportunity to level up Penello a little bit. Because there's a side quest that gives us an item that does a lot of damage to this boss that we're about to face. Right, I remember now. So we need to buy a crossbow. We need to buy healing rod. And I think that'll do. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. The hunt becomes available. Okay, but the Garuda, we do need to complete a side quest. Well, we don't need to, but it's an ideal thing to do. Because we get the item, don't we? So let's just go ahead and see what Penelo can use and not use, etc, etc. Okay, so she can equip the healing rod. It lowers her attack, but increases her efficiency as a healer. And what did we loot for or purchase for Ash? The Paramina crossbow. We'll be sorting all our weapons out for proper once we've managed to go ahead and get 2 jobs on each of these characters. Where's crossbows? Okay, maybe I got the wrong item. Oh, there it is. No, she has got the ability to equip that. No, she hasn't. Paramina crossbow. I think I've messed up somewhere. Oh, I know what the problem is. I haven't got any flipping arrows or bolts. Can we purchase any off the vendor here? The travelling vendor that likes to follow us all over the place. Yes. And what other items can we get here? Buy a couple of these, I think, for future use. XZR train. I try and keep all my party members at the right or at the same level, usually. Just because you never know when you might have to pull them into battle. Hello, Jackie. Sorry, I just saw your message. Welcome to the stream. And welcome to everybody else that's joined us as well. Right, so we need to actually run all the way back now. Oh, up there. And we can go ahead and kill the giant turtle. I know it's been a bit annoying just running all over the place, but like I say, I do like to use this opportunity to get some levels gained for our party members, especially because it gives us a better chance of taking on that first demon wall, which is a real nuisance. Even at the best of times, if you've made yourself quite powerful. There's not a whole lot of healing going on here. Fran should be curing. She is. That's good. Okay, she's not got much MP. Has she got charge? In fact, I don't even think I've purchased charge yet. What am I doing? I haven't even purchased charge. Or looted it or whatever. Maybe we need to take a teleport back to Rabanasta. And just get a few bits that might help our party. There we go, we're back to levelling up again. Oh, hello, Goku. You're playing the original version? Is that on, well, it's on PS2, but is that the original version? Is it not the International Edition? The International Edition also came with the job system that we're used to here. Right, that's the way we want to go. No, if you've never played Final Fantasy XII before, the original version is still a lot of fun. Personally, I couldn't see myself going back to a version of the game where you can't use the speed up technology that's been introduced here in the I don't know if it's the Zodiac Age or the International Edition. I think it was the International Edition, but you could only do 2 times. Now you can do 2 and 4. Oh, that's good. Pinello's getting a few levels now. Level 15. And I'm happy to use a save crystal as well. In fact, one thing I should have done at the vendor is sell all the stuff we've been looting, since we probably maxed out on space. On Earthstones, for example. Pinello's not actually doing a whole lot in terms of gambits at the moment. I'll just throw a couple of ally enemies with some status removal and some healing. Healing at 40% I think will be good. We could also get her buffing if we want to. I'll just use items. I do actually prefer using items for removing status ailments, just because they're so much faster to cast. And slow. And then we'll go for a heal as well. There we go. I do want to go back to Rabanasta and some of the other places to see what magics and that we can be purchasing. Yeah, to be honest, Goku, the Gendarm in the PC version is going to be very difficult to obtain because there's no known manipulation method of RNG at the moment, like there is on PS4. So Gendarm's not as bad as Seitengrat. Seitengrat has a 1 in 10,000 chance of being looted off the airship deck. I think Gendarm is about a 1 in 100 chance. Maybe more than that, actually. No, less than that. As in harder than that. Oh, I'm happy just to break my chain. That is one of the downsides to the license board in the original Final Fantasy XII, is that everybody gets the same license board, so everybody does end up identical anyway. But one thing I think I would have liked to have seen is the option to choose which license setup you want to go for when you first start a game, i.e. the original Final Fantasy XII license board setup or the Zodiac Age. Now, I probably still would have chosen the Zodiac Age, but I'm all for giving players choice. The last time we saved was at 7 hours and 27 minutes. Over an hour and a half ago. Wow. Oh, that's good, Goku. Formal house. Yeah, guns are best as well if you're playing on New Game Minus, because they're the only weapon in the game that don't require levels for damage. So we're going to go and do this side quest now. And this should hopefully make the Garuda fight more manageable. XZR train. I've used a variety of weapons. I'm still not sure what my favourite is. I do like the raw damage output of the two-hander. I liked the mobility of using the one-hander and the shield. I've had a go at what was the big freaking ranged gun thing that you could just literally blast things from a distance. I can't think what that's called, but that was a lot of fun. At the moment, I was just trialing out the two one-handers, I think it is. So I can't yet tell you which is my favourite weapon. I'm pretty much trying them all out at the moment. From what I've researched, there is no real advantage over every weapon. Every one has its advantages and disadvantages, so to speak. We could dispel this guy, but he's going down fairly fast anyway. And it would mean having to use a dispel mote. I thought there was NPCs attacking this thing. Nah, it's down now. The Urton Eater has fallen. So we're going to head back. And I think there's a little bit of a cutscene then. These Urtons should really be thanking us since we've just killed the thing that's eating them. Well, I suppose we have killed a lot of their kind since we've been here over the last hour or so. I'm not surprised they're still angry with us. Hello, Samuel. Oh, that's no problem at all. I'm glad to be of service. I know a lot of people have enjoyed that Final Fantasy XII walkthrough that I made, and it was a lot of fun to do actually, so I'm really appreciative of all the kind feedback that people have given me about it. So you're very welcome, Samuel. For these live streams, we are playing the game on PC, but it's more of just a laid-back approach to it, so I wouldn't use the archives of these as a complete walkthrough. I would stick to the PS4 series that I made for that. Okay, now we need to head over this side. Welcome to those just joining us on the stream. We've just basically been farming experience, levelling up our characters. Not a lot, but just to help us out with the challenges of the Tomb of Raithwall that lie ahead of us. Yeah, XZR train, I'm assuming it's the same in the original, but in the Zodiac age, I'm not sure exactly how it's calculated, but it's a fixed damage that isn't dependent on your level, which is why if you're going for a weak mode / new game minus playthrough, then guns and jobs that use guns are really the only way to go. Especially if you can craft formal hout and, well, weapons like that. I'm going off the top of my head there, but they are very, very powerful. Oh, Samuel, that's something I don't blame you with, actually, putting that off. It's horrible, that place. Horrible. I have got a couple of guides on Ultima in that video series, Samuel. I'm sure you've probably seen those already anyway. Showing you the path to Ultima, which is the most important one, but then also how to defeat that guy as well. Or that lady, I should say. I think Ultima's a female Esper. Yeah, Zodiac can be a pain, especially because it goes immune, doesn't it? If you don't kill it fast enough. And then it's very, very difficult to get damage in. It drops its immunities for like half a second or something at a time. Hi, Joel. The Final Fantasy VII remake. I don't know what my expectations are about it, to be honest. Because I just don't know what direction they're going to go in. I can see it's going to be more like Final Fantasy 15 in terms of the gameplay systems and the mechanics. But I'm hoping that we're going to see everything that we saw in the original game, plus a lot more, in terms of the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of optional content in Final Fantasy VII compared to later Final Fantasy games. Yeah, you had the 2 super bosses with Ruby and Emerald Weapon, and I darn well hope they're going to make a return in the remake. But I want to see a lot on top of that as well. I'd also like to see some of the story being expanded. It was a little bit confusing in how it was presented in the original game. But that said, I don't think they're going to be able to drift too far away from what made the original, or a lot of fans are going to be unhappy with that. So I will be interested to see how certain parts of the game are going to come through in HD with voice acting as well. In particular, I'm thinking of the whole Don Corneo sections, especially around Wall Market, and how that's going to come through in HD. Especially some of the the rooms in the Honeybee Inn. You know, is this game going to be R-rated or what exactly? I just don't know how they're going to handle some of the sections there. But like I say, I'm trying not to expect anything, and then hopefully it'll all come as a nice surprise. Right, so we need to loot this flower. I almost forgot about that then. Florian, hello, thanks for joining us. Yes, I will. There are differences. I can tell you that straight away. Right now, there are no methods to looting Sight and Grat, or as in like outside of the 1 in 10,000 chance of getting it on PC, or the other invisible weapons, because the RNG manipulation doesn't work the way it works on PS4. The mechanics are probably the same, but the actual patterns seem very different. So I've got a video going live on my channel, I think at 6 PM, which is 20 minutes from now, explaining what those differences are with the PC version, the PS4 version, in terms of manipulating the RNG, and what that might mean in terms of trying to figure out how it is going to work on the PC going forward. But yet, to cut a long story short, for now, it is very different and we don't know how to do it. But players are clever, far more clever than I am. And I'm sure if there's a way to figure it out, they will do it. Alright then guys, well I'm going to actually finish off the guide here because my wife's texted me she's coming home. And I need to be ready for her arrival by starting to cook dinner, quite frankly. So I need to go and get that done. So thanks for stopping by today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed watching the live stream. It's been great chatting with you as always. I might be able to get some time to come back online later for an hour or so and do some more of the game. Maybe head into the Tomb of Raithwall and take on the first demon wall. If we're ready for that, I'm not sure. But I'm going to be going off then for now. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you soon.